hello. Come on back, y'all. Come on back. We was in a conversation. Hey, Pam. But James got cut off. Where you at, James? Where you at? Where you at, baby? Y'all know them hours go quick when the conversation is F-I-F-Y-E. Fire, fire, fire. That hour went quick. Hello, James.
Hey, how's it going? I forgot where we were at.
Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. You know that hour go quick when that time
Yeah.
when the conversation is fantastic. Yeah, that was James' version of saying the white people were, but he was telling a damn lie. Because I said,
Well, I mean, I'm
James,
lucky that.
I hope that whenever the world opens back up, that you guys are one of the first places I get the chance to come to. Because when I tell you I'm ready to crack a stage in half, James, good God.
Well, I completely understand that. I mean, DC's still in lockdown, basically. We're still in phase 2, but we've initiated, like, the mask in public you have to wear and things like that. So we're hoping that we're looking at maybe 4 to 8 weeks, but at this point, the mayor of DC is doing a good job of she's following the numbers. She's not kind of listening to outside pressure or anything like that.
I want to ask you a question, James, and I'm asking you right in front of the whole audience, and I want a very honest answer. This is my page. I want to hear untruth. Tell me the truth. Did I get a good rating after I left the club that one time?
Oh yeah, I mean it was fantastic. Yeah. We heard nothing but great things. So and then people were already getting pumped for the shows that were supposed to be in October, but obviously RJ and I are going to work on those new dates.
Yeah, y'all missed it. Y'all got to come to see me at the DC Comedy Club. I got 5 shows coming up, back to back, whenever the doors open up.
But right now, whenever we can figure it out.
Right, and I want y'all to sell it out. Y'all better come and get y'all some of this flame. I won't look like this, I promise. I'm gonna be looking cute. James, thank you so much for coming on here. James, I just hope that we just really push, because if I had my personal choices, and I was very public about it. I love Yang. I like Yang's politics. I did. Yeah. I knew Yang wasn't to the finish line, but I still like to see Yang on the cabinet. I wanted Kamala on the cabinet. But at this point, James, this is the hand that we have been dealt. The biggest part of this equation is to get Donald Trump and his administration out of office.
I completely agree.
This is what we need to put all of our racism and our discolorations and our hate aside and go for the big picture. So I hope more people see that and adhere to that. Who knows?
I mean, I'm blessed in my background that my dad's Filipino, so I kind of grew up with having that minority influence in the household. So my upbringing is a little bit different than most white people.
Well, James, I can tell that you're a very, very across the board man, because you guys, first of all the employees at DC Comedy Club treated me like a queen, but you were very just accommodating. And Nicholas was the guy who sold my pants for me. Remember?
Right,
y'all
right,
set up the table. That was Nicholas. Y'all set up and he said, Flame, they are wonderful people. So by the time I arrived to go to work, you guys were great. So I had already got a good report. Now, what y'all got to work on is give me a bathroom in the green room, because I don't want to have to go outside and tuck in front of the rats again.
Actually, we're actually building a green room during this downtime, so it'll have a bathroom and everything.
Yay! Just for me. I take it.
Yeah, just for you. Just Flame's green room. That's it.
Right. James, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you. I cannot wait to come down there, my friend, and turn DC Comedy Club upside down, for real.
I'm looking forward to it, and I'm sure we'll talk between now and then.
Yes, thank you for joining me on Coffee Time today. I appreciate you. DC Comedy Club, man, they were so wonderful to me, y'all. Oh my God, when I go back there, I'm gonna upset that club so hard, baby. They ain't gonna know what to do with me. TT, where you at? TT, where you at, baby? TT, I don't know why I don't see your name, and I got these faces on here. I don't want these faces on here. Mark, don't be talking so bad to my James. That's Mark. Don't be trying to flirt with my James. You got me, Mark. You got everything you need with me, Mark. I can give you everything you need. Anything you need, player, I can give it to you. You ain't got to look nowhere else. Don't ask my neighbor. TT, where you at? I don't see your name. Damn it, my blind ass. TT, wait, William, where you at? Come to me. Don't be afraid of what you see. Oh, there she is. There's TT Janet. I couldn't see her name. Shit. I'm sorry, TT Janet. I couldn't find your name on my list, girl, for some reason. You was
Yeah,
way down at the bottom.
here I be. I just got off my Zoom and it wasn't hard pressed, but this time they wanted a visual and they wanted to see my numbers, I guess to make sure that I earned my keep, in other words. So I
They
gave
wanted to
them
make sure that you was a beautiful black woman because beautiful black women taking over this country right now,
oh,
damn it.
now they do feel that. I did speak with confidence today. They feel that because St. Louis has showed they they butterball naked ass in these last elections. We have shown our butts. Do you hear me?
TT Williams, was you able to listen in to some of that prayer that Pastor Erskine hit us with today?
Oh yeah, I wasn't gonna miss that. I was
I,
not gonna miss
I
that.
just I want that woman and her family, and so did Joe Biden and his family, to be covered and safe. Because
Yeah.
guess what? We on the mission. We on the mission.
But you know what? We had the same fear when Obama got
We
in
did,
office.
and
And,
that's
and
very
so
true.
everybody was like holding their breath and God started just giving us a sense of peace. So I really, really do believe I know she gonna be okay. And I know her
Yes,
family's
God.
gonna
Say
be
that
okay.
first. Say that, TT. Say
I
it.
and we just gotta believe that. I'm not gonna even put fear out there because I refuse to let them feed on that. Because those are the tactics they tried to use for some elections here. And and these black women got those offices. Do you hear me? They
Hmm.
got those offices. So, all is well. Um, I'm over, there are always going to be some Stevens who, master who you bring to the house. And, they ain't got shit, but they protecting the feet of the master like, it's their own. So I expect for them to challenge. It's sad, but that's what they've been taught. And they don't even realize that they're being Stevens. Because again, as we talked about it yesterday, I'm not interested in who she's sleeping with. I'm not interested in looking at her lineage. We don't make anybody else prove what they got in them. Hell, we looked at Tiger, and as soon as we called him the first black, he turned around and made up a name for himself because we saw him the way the world sees him, as being black. So I'm not
Right.
ready to be derailed by the topic of her lineage at all. At all.
And you see what denouncing his blackness got for him, because as soon
Oh
as he
yeah.
got caught sleeping with all them white women, baby,
Woo,
they handed his ass right back to us.
woo. Now
Yeah,
he got a
real talk.
type. He got a type, but at the Elon tore that ass up. She let the world have what she left, the rest of it. And he has never been the same. So, that's on him. And I we should be just challenging everything about her. But what we're not used to is accepting black women in a positive, smart mentality. And so that's sad. But the Blue Eyes have worked on us to sit up and challenge this woman because we've not looked at anybody's ancestry card. Nobody. You know what I mean? So it's the Blue
Yeah.
Eyes working on us, and it takes some deprogramming, and that's okay too. But be ready to receive because every time I speak to a group, my last sentence is, look to the left of you and look to the right of you because the next president of these United States is in this room. So I'm not worried about, history has taken its place and we're
No, man.
moving forward, so believe what you want to believe, but it's happening. You know, we
I'm listening to you, TT. I'm just doing something on the side.
and do it and do it because I'm at the Blue Eyes plantation. So
Oh,
I'm not I'm not worried about people getting caught up in uh you know, her color, what lipstick she wear. We don't like the way she wears her hair. You know, she's not black enough. When I first got to city government, I did have people tell me, because I wore my hair differently and I wore it long, that I wasn't black enough. Now, you know, and I didn't even
Or
know what the
eight.
hell they meant by "you're not black enough." You know what I mean? But now, since I'm seasoned, I like anybody to challenge me on being black enough or being too black. Because at the end of the day, we're all paying the black tax. So, and all we can do is push forward. So, you know, I don't look at distractions whatsoever.
I love the synopsis where you put a what's his name, a golfer, what's his name,
Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods,
Mhm.
when he did do that, because they were saying that he said he identified more with his Asian side and
Right,
woo, and
right.
clearly his daddy was black as hell,
Black as
and
hell.
and then his dad he was sleeping with all these white women,
Right,
and that when he denounced being black
right,
and went over to the other side.
right.
When he did all his dirt, they sent his ass back to us. And it goes to the scriptures say, for what does it gain? For what does it profit a man to gain the whole world? Which he
And
gained the
lose
whole
his
world
soul.
at one point in
Mhm.
time,
Oh
and
yeah.
lose his soul. That nigga lost his soul,
Right,
lost his wife, lost
right.
his kids, lost his fortune, and lost his golf game. Look
Yeah.
at God. Look at
And,
God. God damn
and
it. Look
then
at
the
God.
blue eyes turned against him. These were
Huh.
people who he played with, had known 100 years. They didn't have anything but disparaging remarks to make about him. And they only
Yeah.
knew him on a professional level. But they was pissed off, and they showed how pissed off they were for laying around with one of their blue eyes. One of their
Yeah.
blonde-haired blue eyes. She was just a
And then
nanny.
when he won the
Yeah.
Masters, I remember them putting a post up. What we gonna have for dinner? Because you know when you win the
Right.
Masters, you pick out the menu. What we
Right.
gonna have? Collard greens
And
and
fried chicken.
watermelon.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. You know, and he was quick to turn that thing around. But
yeah,
when
it
the
was.
heat got on his ass, the Asian community never embraced him.
Mm,
Never embraced him.
mm.
And the black community just looked at him. So, you know, he's a victim of his own stupidity. And I'm
And it's
glad
a
to see
whole
it.
lot of them out there. And I'm tell you,
Yeah.
the prayer that I really want for us to pray a protection over is the protection of Kamala from us.
Yeah.
We the ones.
Oh
We're
yeah,
the
we
ones.
the ones. We the
We the
ones.
ones.
His wife was a nanny, and that's how he met her. Someone asked who was a nanny. His wife was a nanny. So, whereas if he would have come to a black woman, she would have to have all the credentials in the world. Elam was a nanny. So, whoever was pissed off at him because he got caught cheating, she was in far better state going through that than she was working for them.
I saw a post yesterday on Twitter where someone said that it's a damn shame that now we got somebody who doesn't even have an Ivy League education to be the
Right.
vice president.
Oh,
I say
yeah.
we had about 20 Ivy League presidents that fucked this country
Oh,
up.
yeah.
We got an HBCU
Oh,
sister
yeah.
going for it right now that's about to kill it.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
which is going to show you why HBCUs are so important.
Yeah.
So important in this country.
And some of our young athletes are committing to HBCs because the white universities have jockeyed them and jockeyed them. So I saw recently, I think it was one of the big name athletes. His son committed to a black university, and I was like, you know, I'm not mad at you because you get the same opportunity. If you're gonna, especially for basketball, you're only gonna stay there a couple of years before you get a chance to try out or be drafted, you know, on a
Right.
professional level. So, you know, we're coming into our own. But again, the blue eyes have gotten in our heads so far, so much that, you know, it's so much racism within our own community
Yeah.
because, you know, we try to jockey people, you know, the further you are into the melon in your skin, we've tried to set the bar higher. You know, if you look more European descent, we've been guilty of giving people a nod or that's okay. Um,
Hmm.
so you have to work whatever you have. I get that, but right now it is very fashionable to be black. And I can thank the Kardashians for that, because they adopt so much shit from our community. It wasn't even in style to be a black
Well,
woman
since they're
until they
adopting shit
started
from
doing
our community, can they keep that one that they have adopted? Let me hold on. What you got?
it. And she go and Kim gonna turn around and look like a victim. She gonna look like a doting wife. And all she doing is sitting up laughing with Chris and wishing his ass to get somewhere and sit down or be committed. But we're going to glamorize her as we did
Well,
Chloe, and
we
she was a part of the
yeah,
downfall with her basketball player.
yeah.
But all is well. Sunken brothers got to stop looking for these, video vixen looking women, because if you're not gonna wife up a sister that got a kid, then why the hell you run into somebody who been letting everybody in her ass since she been 14? If you just want a hoe, I know some good hoes too.
Come on, TT.
So all that, Reggie Bush mama was like, you ain't bringing that hoe to the crib, so you can leave her right there.
Nobody gives that woman enough credit. Reggie
Oh yeah,
Bush
I do.
mama was like the Hulk. She
Oh yeah.
turned green and started
Oh yeah.
breaking shit to
Oh
make
yeah.
sure you
Oh
ain't finna get my son caught up in this.
Oh yeah, so it's just a bunch of sunken brothers who need a quick fix. Because when you look in your mama face, you see a black woman. When you look in your grandmama face, you see a black woman. So all that self-hate that you trying to do a quick fix and flex, I ain't gonna wife up nobody and have no kids with no everyday common hoe. No day of the week that end with Y. Do you hear me? So, all that running up to them, and it'll come full circle. It will come full circle. I'm okay with you falling in love with whoever you fall in love with. But when I see a brother that won't hold the door for a sister and get a white woman and her ass as big as a couch cushion and you holding her hand, I'm saying to myself, where did we go wrong? All I'm saying is give the sister the same type of respect and consideration. That is it. Fall in love with whoever you want to fall in love with. But don't walk up with trailer trash and try to prove it to me that this is just who you fell in love with. Because I lived in Saudi Arabia a long time. And when I see those brothers walk up with all those Asian women telling me they met them in the grocery store, I knew they was lying. They met them in a titty bar. Cut it out. But here you
Ooh.
are. You from the States and you ain't getting nobody from the States. But that's a different story. We coming into our own. We raising them better and we doing better. So we not looking back.
I'm married to my bank account.
Ooh, I love my bank account. I love my son, but I tell him, ooh, I likes my money too, baby. I likes my money too. And I ain't ashamed of it.
Oh my God, TT Janet, thank you so much. We gonna listen. We just gonna Reverend Erskine and put it on, and we just gonna keep
yes,
watching. We got to keep looking forward, y'all, because y'all know every day they gonna come with some crazy foolishness every day.
Every single day. Every single day. But when you want what you want, you keep your eye on the sparrow so they can bring up whatever they want to. They can tell me she don't wear panties. I do not give a damn.
Well, for the
Woman is
record, I ain't want
qualified.
none in about 5 months. So
I ain't
hey.
gonna even tell my business, but I'm not gonna even tell my business, but she's qualified, and that's all right. Everything else.
That's it right there. And she
Yeah.
gonna do this, and she's into politics.
Oh,
We
yeah.
got an Ivy League supposedly in the office right now. He has an Ivy League education that he
And he
won't show
don't.
those records to,
No,
and
he
he'll
won't
sue
show
you
that.
if you release his records. That he'll sue you if you release his transcripts. But
No.
we got an Ivy League educated president right now. You see where we at, right? Oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
HBCU.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Thank you,
Yes.
TT, for
I
joining
love
us.
you
We on
more.
our way
Bye,
across the
everybody.
street.
All right, then. Love
We
you
are
more.
on our way
All
across
right.
the street. I can't
Yes.
wait. I can't wait. I
Yes.
don't know if I'm gonna make it to 200. I don't. I don't
And
think
I
I
ain't mad at you. Why would you? Oh, I ain't
am.
mad about chasing my coins, baby. Go on across the. All right. I tell my son, you know what? I love you, but I loves my coins too. And I
Yes,
meant that.
God.
I meant that. All
I'm
right.
like
Love
Donna
you
Ross
guys.
with my kids. I tell my kids all the time, this ain't y'all money, this is my money.
Oh
I
yeah.
do for y'all, but this is my money.
Yeah.
They
I
say
said
that's what Donna Ross
I do.
that's how Donna Ross raised her children.
Oh yeah. I do acts of kindness. I don't have to do a damn thing past feed you and give you clothes. So you better recognize.
That's what Denzel said in Fences. Ain't
Yeah.
nobody say I got to like you.
Oh yeah, you know. So get going, you guys. I love you guys more, and I
I
talk to
love
you
you,
soon.
TT.
All right,
Thank you so
Lauren.
much.
Love you guys more.
That was one of our wonderful correspondents. TT right there, TT Janet, babe. AOC dragged him today for his college transcripts. Vesper, you know he not gonna release those. You know somebody did all his work for him. That nigga daddy paid for everything. That's what that nigga Gloria Vanderbilt is Anderson Cooper's. Gloria Vanderbilt is Anderson Cooper's mother. That was her only kid too, I think. I think he was the only child. He got all the money. Or no, he had a brother that committed suicide, right? Or a sister. He had somebody. One of his siblings committed suicide. I don't know whether it was a brother or a sister, but I know one of his siblings committed suicide. And baby, he got all the money. And Anderson Cooper got all the money. Mark, hook me up with Anderson Cooper. Hook me up. Because Anderson got all the change. Okay, who we talking to? Who talking to me? Because guess what? The hour's gone now, shit. Yes, Gloria Vanderbilt didn't leave him anything. Y'all believe that? That's not true. That's what they put out publicly. That's not true. I don't believe that. Anderson got all that money. Y'all just don't know. Anderson definitely is all that, Mark. I think Anderson Cooper is very handsome white guy, and he's very liberal. He's openly gay, and I love to see him get tickled on TV. Because he just gets like a little girl, just and I think it's so cute. His brother committed suicide. Gloria lost all of him. Gloria ain't lost shit. Anderson had control of that money. Y'all just didn't know that. I don't care about him being no damn Jew. Anderson got that money. Y'all think Gloria didn't leave him that money? Anderson got that money. Yeah, she left him money.
Good afternoon, good morning.
Well, hello, my handsome devil.
Listen, TT is hilarious. With that ass as big as a couch cushion, I about burned myself on this girl.
You know you like big booties. Knock it off.
Yeah, Anderson Cooper got that money for sure.
Yeah, and you know, I saw those reports on something. She didn't leave him anything. I said, y'all sound like a fool. He was the only heir. Baby, he got all that money.
That's not, yeah, and some. That's, trust me, them Jewish parents, yeah, he got that money. She wouldn't do that.
He donated. He doesn't believe in inheritance. That's what he put in the book. Fall for that okie dokie if you want to. Anderson got all that money, boo.
Who donated what? What did someone say?
In his book, he said he donated it to charities.
Oh.
Child, please. Not only does he have that money, he has the estate. He has a place in the Hamptons. Baby, Anderson got all that money.
He said, look, if you get through Anderson, give me a call.
Anderson, I'm not masculine enough for Anderson. I think Anderson like no titties. So
I was just watching TV and what's his name? Jared Kushner just came on the TV. That man looks like a trans.
He looked like if you put a wig and some lipstick on it, that nigga be beautiful, don't he?
He looks like a doll. You know the little the Annabelle movie, the one that they came out with about the boy, just perfect in the face, just like a doll, and he stands there like a little robot. That man right there, yeah, that's an interesting person. I was just listening to the conversation though today. Not much going on still besides Kamala.
That's it. That's all it's about, Mark. Let me tell you something. That's the hand we dealt. We playing it. I know you vote independent, but this is the hand that we dealt, Mark. And I'm telling you, if it's a 4-piece equation, the biggest piece of the equation is to get Trump out. Period.
I was watching their conference, Biden and Harris. Did you see it? I know you were on here, but they talked a little bit about
they were talking about the COVID and wearing masks. I saw that.
I wish they would stay away from that conversation just for now.
They can't. How could you possibly stay away from that conversation when we are in the middle of a pandemic of America and they're running to be the leaders of the free world? This is the problem why we're in the situation that we're in, because the president right now tried to stay away from that conversation. Meanwhile, we got 163,000 deaths. It's impossible to stay away from that conversation.
When I mean the conversation, I mean conversation about mandating masks.
People need to wear masks. Look at Florida. You in Florida.
Right.
Look what's happening in Florida.
Right.
Listen to
I know. I
the
agree.
saying not to wear masks.
No, I agree that we should be wearing masks, but I think they should stay away from a conversation about them as administration mandating that. Because again, going back to people in the middle of the country, I think their conversation can go other places right now. So I'm a little curious to see how that plays out if they continue on that with that narrative. But I mean, look, they looked great together. They were in cahoots. She looks at him like she trusts him. He looked at her like he trusts her. She said great things about him. So,
Mark, I'm mad at you right now, though. I ain't gonna even lie
wow.
to you.
Why?
Because I cannot believe that this is how I know you're 24. I
Why?
cannot believe that you just said that you would stay away. I don't care which way it goes. Mark, hear me when I tell you. When you're in a position of power and you are the leader of the free world, understand this, that and as much rhetoric and bullshit as Donald Trump speak, people listen to that because he is in that position of power. So when he told people not to wear masks, people actually listened to him because he is the president. He might have been an asshole, but they listened because he was the president. Same way when he told people to inject themselves with Lysol or Clorox, whatever the nigga said. People actually did that, Mark. This is what I'm saying. There is no possible way for Biden and Harris to stay away from this conversation because they are fighting to be in this position so that they can tell people the right thing to do. We are
I get what you're
dying
saying.
1,000 a day because we are not wearing masks because we were told by the leaders not to. So yeah,
I get what you're saying, and again, I see the comments. What I'm trying to say is, I always come again. You know that I come from a political perspective, so people, my age has nothing to do with it. And why I say that they need to stay away from the conversation at this moment is because, again, unfortunately, mask has become political, and people who are in the middle of the country and who are swaying typically believe and are pro-limited government. So if the government's going to come in and they're going to try to mandate that, especially when they're not going to try to mandate it at a state level, it's more acceptable. But at a national level, when you have the federal government trying to tell you that, that's when people get scared. So all I'm saying is, for them to have a success, they need to look at that and reanalyze how they're going to deliver the message with COVID-19 and try to stay away from mandates right this second. I'm not saying as they get closer to November, talk about it and have a bigger conversation, but it's very hard when they're not face-to-face with people, when they're not campaigning traditionally, to go on national television and talk about mandating a mask when they just announced their ticket. That's all I'm saying. I believe in masks. I wear masks. I think everyone should do it. I think it's not just for you, it's for people around you. But again, the political ramifications from it are not going to translate well on national TV. That's all I'm saying. I agree that we should wear them, and I think that it's important that the president talks about it and encourages it. But when you go to the middle of the country and you're trying to tell people what they have to do, it just doesn't translate well. And that's what they need right now for them to win. That's what I'm saying.
well, Mark, what you think about Trump when he was trying to push hydroxychloroquine, and now he was telling people you don't have to wear masks. He wasn't going state to state. This was his decision. This was his decision.
I don't think it was appropriate for him to talk, especially as he's not a medical doctor. I don't think it was appropriate for him to promote
That
any
nigga
drugs.
ain't even a high school graduate, if you ask me. Shit.
I think that's obviously, I've said this from the beginning, that's a conversation between someone and their doctor. I don't think he should not have encouraged people and antagonized the situation with not wearing masks. But again, mandating and having that conversation right now when you're just trying to get this excitement behind your campaign, it's not going to translate well. That's all I'm saying. Again, I know people attack me on here all the time, and I'm not mad about it. And again, remember, me personally, I wear a mask. I don't go out. I go out to the grocery store.
He wear a mask. He just don't wear a shirt, y'all. But he wears masks. He just don't never wear a shirt.
Listen, but that's all I'm trying to say. And again, as this gets further, I know I'll come back on here and we'll talk about stuff. And you'll
Mark, let me tell you something. Hold on,
What?
because I don't want you to leave with no attitude, nigga. I
no,
don't
no.
care. Wait a minute.
I'm not leaving
I
now.
want you
I'm
to,
saying,
well, listen to me. Hear me. This is my page, and I want when you come on with your controversy, nigga. I don't always agree with you, but I'm not going to attack you. You are
I don't
welcome
think
on
you were
this page, and I
attacking me.
enjoy having you on this page. Hear me. So whatever somebody else thinks, it does not matter to me. I want you on this page because lots of times I want you on here because I think you're teaching us, but I want you to learn.
But no, I learn a lot watching. But again, I'm not saying I was leaving that in that aspect. What I'm saying is, as we get, and I know people don't agree with me, but as we get closer to this election, and as you start hearing people's response to their campaign and the feedback, I promise you this conversation of mandating masks at a federal level is not a winning message for them right now. Again, people throw up my age all the time, but please remember
Mostly
that
me, mostly me, mostly me.
no, it's not, no, it's people in my DMs. Trust me, you
Uh,
should see the
they be
messages
trying
I
to get
get.
some of that. They be trying to get some of that good. They don't be over your
Look,
DMs so they
look,
want some of those
listen.
good.
No, but again, I think what everyone says is valid. I'm just saying I don't think it's a message that they should be going on right now. That's just me. But I am also surprised that at the Democratic base, how much they are challenging Kamala's her blackness, so to speak. I think that's ridiculous, and I was very surprised that was coming from the base because I thought we already went through that
Did
with
you just hear
Obama.
me tell you that it's gonna be us? It's gonna mostly be us. Hear me when I say us, I'm talking about this. It's gonna be us.
Yeah. Well,
But
and
guess what?
it's people, and then again, you have the people other races who are trying to antagonize the situation and feed off of it. And I mean, I just got in a huge fight on Facebook yesterday because I'm so surprised by the amount of conservatives that I know and religious people who were touting that Muslims want Biden elected and China wants Biden elected, and they're doing all of this fear mongering. And my question was like, since when has a religion supporting a candidate had anything to do with you? And how are you insinuating that Muslim or Jewish people, because they're supporting Biden, are all of a sudden bad people? So it's just the stuff that's coming out. And honestly, yesterday I was pretty heated about it. But they're
But
going to
that's
throw
what you
everything.
got to do, Mark. That's what you're gonna have to learn how to do. You're really gonna have to get off social media, or you're gonna have to block them because all that energy will get you so riled up at home, Mark, and you're gonna need to release it. And it ain't like we can really go nowhere. So
Oh,
you got to just block
I
a
can
lot of it.
release it. I can
Well,
release it.
nigga, you ain't gonna do nothing. You don't knock it off. Give a
But
damn 5 minute session. This ain't Love Lounge. Knock it off.
look, everybody calm down.
But
Listen.
let me tell you all something. Mark is one of my people. I love Mark. I love that Mark brings us a different flavor. And the correspondents get Mark together. And Mark know when it is. But on my page, this is a transfer of information. So it's fair to me. I don't agree with all the shit that fools say, just like he don't agree with everything that I say. But that is why the page is running successful to me, because we can agree to disagree, and that don't mean we have to stop talking. We grown over here. Everybody on this page grown. Don't bring no crybabies over here, because this ain't the page for you. I'm ignorant. Y'all know I don't care.
Yeah, and just for clarification, I wasn't upset about it. I know people thought I was upset. I wasn't upset. I was just saying, I think as this continues to go on, a lot of the points that I brought up and the challenges that they're going to face on their campaign with people in the middle of the country and sort of the rhetoric that they're going to push, regardless of what it is, I think it'll be verified. That's all I'm saying. But
Let me tell you something. First people who finna lose their Medicare and their Social Security is the same middle of the country people who don't know who to vote for. Because if he gets back in office, God forbid, that first thing he gonna snatch gonna be their Medicare, their Medi-Cal, and their Social Security. All those middle other, oh, we love Trump, he gonna kill all their ass because he gonna
yeah,
take everything from them.
yeah, the payroll tax cut, I think that's a gateway into, and I haven't looked up too much. I don't know from an executive position how much authority he has, but I think that this is sort of an entryway into him trying to fuck up the Social Security and Medicare by trying to cut back these payroll taxes. And he's saying it's only till the end of the year, and that he still supports Social Security and Medicare. But yeah, I don't necessarily agree with that. But
That nigga
I
said the other day, on the news, they asked him, was he going to have a conversation with China? You know what he said, Mark, with so much confidence? He was going to wait till after the election, as if he knew that he was going to win. Real talk.
yeah,
And us
I didn't see
having
that.
all these sad conversations, fighting over whether Kamala is black or not, this is the shit that he's banking on. Him and his administration is banking on all of this infighting between the Democrats. We have to get together. We got to see the one target, and we got to go forward with it. But hey, who
And
knows what
someone
they're
brought
going
it
to do.
up yesterday, and I forgot who it was, but it's true. You know, Republicans, they get together and they support whoever the candidate is. They don't once they know who it is, and once that message is out there, they are stuck like glue. But for some reason, regardless if it's, you know, every time we get to elections and even midterms, you see this infighting within the Democratic Party. It's just like they can't get behind their candidates. They come out of the woodworks and there's always division, and you rarely see that with the Republican Party. Democrats, though, pick apart everybody that is in their party, and it's very interesting to see that. I don't understand why. I don't think it's just a race thing.
That goes back to what Nancy Pelosi said. Remember when they were ready to impeach, and Nancy Pelosi stood on her pedestal and said, "We are not ready to impeach." She didn't mean that we didn't have the goods on him. What she meant was we not standing together to remove this nigga. And guess what? We lost.
Yeah, yeah. And she was dead on when she said that.
She surely
And
was.
unfortunately, she had to, do it anyway to please some people. But I mean, it is very interesting the sort of the differences when it comes to that. I think if the Democratic Party learned to sort of come together a little bit more, there would be some different outcomes. But
Where's
anyway,
Bay at work?
yep, I'm off
That
today. I'm
nigga,
out there. I had to take the dog to the vet.
he go to work every day, don't he?
Oh yeah, Monday through weekends too sometimes.
Oh, you costs you too much. It costs too much for you, bro. I got
No, that is not true. No, it's just the practice.
you
He's a
old high
business owner.
end hoe. I can't fuck with you, Mark. I can't afford you. My
Okay,
pockets ain't long.
okay, Miss Emmy. Okay, look. Okay,
We
no.
love you, Mark, with your fine ass. Y'all say bye to my
Bye,
baby daddy. That's
everybody.
my baby daddy, y'all. I see you at Love Lounge tonight.
All right, I'll see you
Bye,
tomorrow.
Mark. Y'all not gonna be on here attacking my Mark. We appreciate Mark's point of view because Mark is a millennial. Mark is 24. So when Mark comes in with it, people see things differently. And as long as you can explain yourself, you are welcome here. Do we have to agree with you? No. Shit, y'all ain't got to agree with us either. But this is a fair page, so I want y'all to know that. So don't go in here cooking, going in people inboxes. Oh, we don't like that. We woo. This is a fair page. If you got an opinion and you want your opinion shared, just come with your information. Damn it. If you come dumb, they gonna light your ass up because y'all know they shady on my page. They read. I don't know why all my listeners are so shady. Who they get that from? Okay, y'all, coffee time has been great again today. We on the countdown, y'all. I know we should be done in the next 4 or 5 coffee times. I'm enjoying the conversations. Thank you to all who joined. Make sure you guys send your love offering to Reverend Erskine and First Lady Catrice. So you can send it to Catrice. It is $ Catrice P. Catrice P. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Go, hey, Kimmy Rowe, Mask It a Casket. I will be on Coffee Time tomorrow at 11 a.m. on Instagram, on YouTube. So if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. We'll also be here tomorrow about 11:25, 11:30. Y'all know how we do. I appreciate you guys. I will probably do Love Lounge tonight and have a good time. I enjoy you guys. I hope that is not the way to leave us. How you want me to leave y'all, Nick Smith? That is not. What you want me to say? Nick Smith say that's not the way. Hi, Fantasia. How you want me to leave y'all? Love y'all too. No, Mark don't get upset. Y'all know Mark. Mark don't pay no attention to y'all. Mark living in Peel Hill. It's Mel LeBee. I love your show, Flame. I ignore everyone for you. Yes, I love it. So you're going across the street with me and Nicholas because we're going across the street, baby, and we're about to shake up the world. Understand, y'all, that when you say your silent prayers at home today, please pray for Kamala Harris and for everyone because everybody is just not safe. Mark got folks all upset. Mark ain't got no folks upset, Nicholas. Mark said what he had to say. You want me to bring somebody in to refute Mark? I ain't gonna be able to do it today. Mark will say what he got to say, and we appreciate Mark's opinion. I don't see Pam on here. Where my Pam at? But plus I gotta go. I gotta pee. We did 2 hours. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys more than that. Me and Nicholas are going to do some things and gonna open your eyes to so many things in this world. And we're just gonna come at it from different angles to show you that a lot of times we are all looking at the same pictures, but we see the picture differently, and it's okay. And it is okay. I appreciate you guys. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go live with my Pam. Let me bring my Pam on. Pam, paging Pam in New Jersey. Paging Pam in New Jersey. She's laid in. How's that knee?
Hey,
How's your knee?
it's better. It's getting there. I gotta put ice on it, but it's good.
Were you able to hear the prayer?
Oh yes, yes. I had to put up my hands, both like this. You know when you're receiving.
You put your
Thank
hands
you,
open.
Rev. Thank you, Rev. Yes, yes.
Miss Pam, what you think? What you think?
You know what? Did you see Nancy's presser this morning?
I didn't. I was asleep.
Okay, she brought up a point how how they're messing with the mail and stuff.
Yeah.
She brought up the point that do you know how many prescriptions and checks are sent through the mail. So all these folk who, waiting for their prescriptions to come through the mail, all these, racists and people who got problems, they're not going to get their prescription. They're not going to get their check.
Oh, excuse me. Pam, you know how I felt about the USPS, about mailing them. I've been preaching that for months. I've been preaching that for months.
And you know what? They messing with this executive in Iowa, mail person. She's like, they messing with the mail sorting machines. They have taken some of the mail sorting machines out of the post offices. Hello?
Wake up, y'all. Ain't no wake up. Don't go to sleep. We got 82 days. Ain't no wake up. Don't go to sleep.
Oh my God.
Shit.
And you know what? The dude that he appointed, the Joy dude, you know what his interest, how they made their money? By the alternative mailing services.
Wow.
Like the ones you go to the places and you give your mail and they send it. That's how they made their money. You can't have the chicken hawk in the chicken house.
Right?
Okay.
It's scary, Pam. But Pam, I need our people to stop bashing Kamala and get on board. And we got to push this train.
Stop and stop. You know what? They're gonna go for the microaggressions. All even down to not pronouncing her name right and all that bullshit. Like that, whatever. That freaking Tucker Carlson, who's the devil. He's like. Somebody had to get on his case about mispronouncing her name, and he intentionally did that. He did that on purpose to diminish her. How do you diminish someone? You take away their name. You make them less than because you don't respect them, or you do not want to give them any praise. So what do? You start with their name. You start with who they are.
We know who it is, and I don't watch Fox News. I don't watch Fox News, but we know who on the ticket. We know on that ticket is Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. That's what we know. So whether they mispronounce the name or right, when we go to the polls, that name gonna say Biden Harris. You can mispronounce the first name, but that's the box we're gonna check. Shit.
Kamala Harris. Yeah, do it. It's ridiculous.
It is.
It's ridiculous, and we have to we got to own our own stuff. And recognize that we have to be kinder to each other, and we have to have we have to have each other's back on this, okay? And put stuff aside, put the bullshit aside, okay? Please vote, okay?
Vote. Don't make a big issue about it mispronouncing. Oh shit. A mispronunciation of a name, because guess what? This is what the LGBT community did with all the identities and and you see where it got us. If they mispronounce your name, we know who you're talking about. We know who you're talking about.
Yeah, we know what you're doing by mispronouncing the name on purpose. Yeah. We know how it's pronounced. So you go keep doing that mess. But we know what the real deal is. Yeah.
That's why I'm telling y'all, they're going to throw everything at us. We got to keep our eyes focused on what is important, the election and getting this nigga out.
Block out the BS. Block out the BS. We can't afford it. We cannot. It is crucial. We cannot afford the BS.
Well, Pam, we're praying that knee gets better. Did you wrap it up? You got a heating pad on it?
It's up now. I got some ice on it right now.
Okay, very good. Well, thank you for joining us today, Miss Pam.
Well, thank you for having me come on as you go out.
Because they wanted me to bring somebody on to argue about Mark. I'm not arguing about Mark. Mark gonna say what Mark got to say.
Mark gives 2 Fs. Mark does not give an F, y'all. Okay.
And Mark is young, and we want Mark's opinion because Mark is the generation behind us. Shit, probably 2 generations behind me.
Yeah. Mark just go, he approaches things from his he is the age he is, but he also has a very critical political mind. So, you take it or leave it. Take it or leave it, y'all.
And I'm going to encourage all you black folks out there who got an argument, who got discrepancies with Kamala, be a part of the problem that you see. If you don't like the way that Kamala is doing or what her policies is, The time is now for you to get involved in politics. The time is now to put yourself in a position to run for office in the next 2, 3, 4 years. This is your time to do what you need to do. Stop complaining about what somebody else ain't doing and be a part of that change. You can get into politics now. This is you, babe. You can even have a pass and do politics now. Look at your president. That nigga is on, when he gets out of office, they got him on charges for molesting a child. They got him on charges for stealing and everything else. And he's the president.
He does so much stuff in this area, New York, New Jersey area. We know all the BS, all the foul stuff he's done. It's amazing what he's been able to get away with what we knew he was involved in, all the corruption and all the people who he's hurt, generations of people that he has hurt. People who from his casinos in New Jersey to all that real estate and in New York that he has all got, involved in, and not paying bills, not paying people's salaries, not paying his contractors, not paying folk, and getting away with it. And getting away with it
still. Now he's getting away with it with the highest office of the land. It's terrible.
It's ridiculous. It just shows you where we are in this state of American history. And I got something for people to look at on YouTube. Check out this guy. Well, he's passed away now. Gore Vidal. You know Gore Vidal, who was a writer, an essayist. He was gay, but he didn't really ever say he was gay. Everybody knew. But check out some of his YouTube channels and learn some history about what is actually going on now, what has gone on in the past 50 years. And you know what? I had forgotten that back in 2004, you know how they stealing elections? Gore, what's his name? His election got stolen by George Bush. Al Gore was supposed to be president.
And that's the kicker. There you go right there, Pam. So let me tell you how we are. We forgave, so black folks, we forgave 8 years of George Bush's hell. We forgave George Bush just because he spoke well at John Lewis's funeral. But we can't forgive Kamala for her past and keep moving forward. Kamala might be our saving grace, and we need to see that. But George Bush, all the shit he did, he spoke at John Lewis' funeral. Oh, honey, he had a good speech, and oh my God, George Bush was fantastic. 8 years of his hell, though, so we forgot. Okay, can we forget what she did?
And his dad.
And his dad. You damn straight.
Okay, y'all, learn some history. Learn how this game is played. Learn some history. Learn that we are in military. This country's been run on military. The military industrial complex. We have been sold out. We got these. We've been involved in so much crap and so many wars that we had no business being involved in. We don't have no damn money.
Let me tell you what war. Let me tell you the war we're in right now. Russia has created a vaccine that they want the Americans to take.
Oh,
that's Russia, Putin, that he wants to inject up.
Look,
okay.
That they done tried on 30-something people. You gonna inject that into your family, and for you gonna take a vaccine that's been tried on 30-something people? I don't think so.
Girl, I'm telling y'all right now, y'all better get your head out your asses and pay attention to what's going on around you. For real talk. This is Coffee Time. I love you, Pam. You signing off with me today. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow on Coffee Time at 11. And I'll see y'all tonight for Love Lounge. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, my Pam. Love.
Bye, baby.
Bye, Pam. Take care of that knee.
Thank you.
Bye, you all. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Remember, can't no bitch do what I do. Your vote counts, but your vote ain't going to count if you're sitting at home sitting on it. You got to get out and do it. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm up.